Hello everybody, Brian Keeler here. I'm here at the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C. I'm sketching from a wonderful painting by Simon Vouet, and he's a French painter of the baroque tradition, and he's almost an exact contemporary of Caravaggio. But this painting is inspired by the wonderful dramatic lighting and pose and the figurative tradition. So if you come into my sketch here, I'm going to tell you about some of the things that I learned and saw. The first thing that I started with was a definition of the composition, and I used my extended borders or forgiving borders to extend it once I discovered I needed a little more room. But one of the beautiful parts of this is the degree of the hands on each side. They're almost echo versions of each other, and how close they come to the edges. It's a wonderful orchestration. We usually don't think of paintings being orchestrated, but this one definitely is. And there's a couple of other things that I appreciated, and one of them was the extreme values. For example, the angel, the title of the painting is Saint Jerome with an angel, and the angel's face is completely in shadow, except for a little bit on the nose, and it's just wonderful mystery. My teacher from art school, Ted Fitzke, talked about this idea of the shadows being mysterious, and they're definitely mysterious. And we can see that with St. Jerome's eyes too. They're almost completely in shadow, but he's looking this way. And there's another wonderful thing about the composition. It's called contrapposto, and it's almost a classic example of contrapposto, with the St. Jerome's chest coming towards us and his head going the other way. So it's a nice opposition of angles, and a nice dynamic between the gaze of St. Jerome and the angel. And the hands are really a wonderful orchestration of these hands, the different angles here of the hands. And there's almost an echo between the trumpet here and the right hand of the angel here. And one of the other things that I discovered was that perspective. We usually don't think of perspective with a figurative painting, but there's definitely perspective, and we can see it with the table here. We have the orthogonals of the table line going back into space, and we can tell where the eye level is. The eye level is right about here. We can see it with the table here that has the candle and the book here. So that's an interesting aspect of this painting, of the inclusion of perspective in a figurative painting. And the wonderful light, it's got beautiful light. And here's an interesting thing right here with this part of the angel here. The white of the angel's robe is actually darker than the flesh tone of the angel's face, which is quite unusual. We usually think of white as being a different value than the flesh tone, or a lighter value. So that's a definitely interesting thing. So it's been wonderful to sketch here at the National Gallery of Art, and to look at this beautiful painting by the French Baroque painter Simon Vouet. So look for these drawings on my website. I have a special section, briankeeler.com. Cheers.